All right, everybody, it is time for more music. You know how much I love these projects. Before we get started on it, you know I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's talk about musical panning. This is a project that Mari from Patriot Makeup created. She did it on her own. Her channel's linked below. The list of prompts that she came up with is linked below. I have not seen Mari post. I don't know if she is going to post, but still, it's worth going back and watching her videos, and so all of that is in the description box for you. This started January 2nd of 2022, and it's going to run until January 3rd of 2023. I'm really hoping she comes back because I would love to do a second round of this. This has been an absolute blast for me. Now, she set this up super flexible for us. We can do it finishing style, we can do it rolling style, we can update monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, whatever we needed to do. What we had to do was let her know and then just use the hashtag musical panning. Pretty simple. Now, she gave us 3 songs from each decade from the 40s through the 2020s with prompts. A lot of people just kind of went in order. Some people did back and forth, and everybody kind of had a little bit of a take on it. I did it really off the wall. When I started, I took items that fit into multiple prompts and put them in that way. So I did complete her list a little bit early, but that's okay because I still have stuff going on in here. Now, the first thing that I have in and have had in since the beginning, because I have 800 of them, is my Essence But First Espresso Brown Eyeliner. This is a waterproof item. So it fits the 1940s Hank Williams song, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, because it is a cry-proof item. It hits the 1950s Johnny Cash song Walk the Line, which was supposed to be an eye or lip liner. All right, my goal is to finish this. And as it stands right now, the weight didn't change. I'm still at 3.3 grams, where I started with 4 grams. So we have made progress. And the little baby purple mark is my progress in the last, well, from the last update, as you can see. So this is what it's a brown eyeliner. It's a really nice brown eyeliner, but it's a brown eyeliner. So that's it. And I actually do use it all under with a lot of looks under other things so that I can use maybe some lighter eyeshadows or things like that if I wanted to get them to stick and stand out a little bit more. So that is staying in. Now, you knew that I had decided to put Color Pan on a hiatus, but I had said I was going to take my Oh Snap lip liner and roll it into this project. Wasn't a big spoiler there. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this in for the 50s Johnny Cash song Walk the Line, the eye or lip liner, because I still do want to try and finish this year. End of this year, January 3rd, doesn't really make a lot of difference to me. I just want to get this done and out of my collection. So it's little. It's getting little. Now, you would think that it would be a cooler type of pink tone. It comes out kind of neutrally brown on me, which is fine, but it's not my favorite, so I want to get it used up. I took my original card from Color Pan, so you can see where we ended. I've tried not to use it until I rolled it in. I may have used it once, but I couldn't make a new line or anything. So this is where we're going to start, and we're going to track it that way. Okay, then for the 2000s, I had brought in the 925s. The amazing band, the 925s. I pulled the song You're So Pretty off of their 2008 album Time to Wake Up, and I made it something that would be an item you grab for a spur of the moment getaway. I brought in my NARS Damage lipstick. I kind of like the name Damage for a shade too. Kind of fun. Anyway, this is all I have left, you guys, and it's so little that I can't even make lines on my card anymore. I've been plugging away at it. It's a gorgeous color for me. I absolutely love it, and I will be able to finish this before the end of the project. Even with all of the lip stuff I have brought in lately and all my other projects, this is definitely a hard goal for me to get this one done, because to finish from beginning to end a full lipstick is a big deal, and to not have to declutter it, that's usually what happens with me. I have too many lipsticks. So anyway, no new line, but have gotten a little bit more use on it. Now, for the 1970s, I brought in the 1971 song by the amazing band Badfinger, and I brought in the song Baby Blue. So this is something blue that you are still fond of. I brought in my It's a 10. This is the, what is this? Miracle Leave-In product. It's a leave-in spray conditioner type of thing. We started here, and this is a small bottle, so this one's done. So this is a rollout. One more finished. Okay, then for the 2020s, I brought in Maneskin, and I brought in their song For Your Love from 2021. And this I brought in as any product that you love. I decided that I was going to pull in my Galactic Rose Oil Petal Gloss. They do this to me on purpose, I swear. Now, this has been getting some use. It went from 13.2 grams to 13.0 grams. It doesn't look like it's making a lot of moves, but you don't need a ton of it. And I keep it in my living room by my chair. So it's not something that's at my bedside or that I use more frequently. This gives you a little bit of the shine like a gloss, but essentially functions as a lip oil. It helps moisturize and helps with the dryness. It comes across clear. It's getting a little murky. This has the floaties in it. You can maybe see that there's a rose petal floating. There we go. That's a little better. I try and keep it right side up just because that's a pain. And so that is still staying in the project. All right. Then for the 1990s, I rolled in Ministry's Jesus Built My Hot Rod. And that was from 91. I had a hard time with the 90s. That was just too much. So I decided to go with Crazy. Because I'm the crazy train, so why wouldn't I pick the craziest song I could find? The song is gibberish. It's fun. It's weird, kind of industrial. It's all over. But it's a great song. I really do like it. I have always liked it. And I thought, why not just throw it in? So I brought in, for the prompt, something that makes no sense. And I decided that I was going to stick this Mary Kay Time-Wise Age Fighting Lip Primer in the project. My goal is to finish this. This is all I've got left. You guys see that? There's not a ton left here, you guys. Now, I don't know what kind of hoodoo is in this thing, but it does blur. I'm finding, though, that I don't necessarily love it as a lip primer right before I apply lip products. It has a nice blurring effect, but it does say to let it dry completely. Well, it doesn't go on liquid, so I don't know how long I'm supposed to let it dry. And I've had problems with it making my lip liners kind of pill. But I actually use it at night, too, just for whatever beneficial properties are in it. And that's kind of where I've been getting most of my usage. You can see from my card that I have used half of it already. I'm guessing if things go the way they have been, I might be able to have that out next month. So now, if you played along at home, or if you've checked my description box, because every time I roll in a new song, I link it down below and tell you, what it is and when it's from, that kind of deal. I only have the 1940s left. I asked for some assistance on that, and cousin Cheryl coming through for me, she found me a song. And she found me a song with some good history. So I've got my 1940s picked, but because I am getting kind of close to the end here, I decided it's October. I wanted to bring in something Halloween or funky, something just kind of a nod to the season. So what I decided to do is pull in the song Season of the Witch. Now, this one's got a fun history to it. This song was written by Donovan. There is a bit of a question. There was a bit of a controversy about songwriting credit because there was an assist on this and it wasn't credited properly. Whatever. Anyway, it's off of the Sunshine Superman album that Donovan released in 1966. That was his third album. And this song has been covered all over the place. So, in 1967, Brian Auger and the Trinity did a version of this with Julie Driscoll doing the lead vocal, or doing the vocal on it. In 1968, Mike Bloomfield and Stephen Stills from Crosby, Stills and Nash contributed to Al Cooper's version. Yeah, Stephen Stills has got some good guitar licks in this, you guys. If you get a chance to listen to it, that's him on guitar. It's pretty good. Maybe not what you'd expect from the very folky Crosby, Stills and Nash. Not even what you would have gotten from the Buffalo Springfield era. So a little bit of a step away from his huge. I enjoy it. I'm not the world's biggest fan of his. I mean, I like some of his stuff, but this I actually thought was pretty impressive with his guitar playing. Okay. Also in 68, we have Terry Reid covering this song. And then Vanilla Fudge covered it in 68 also. That's 3 covers in 1968. Released in 66, a cover in 67, 3 more in 68. That's 5 covers. That's kind of a lot. Even with the way music worked with one artist does it and they play it on this type of station, then another artist does it and they play it on... That's still a lot of covers, you guys. Okay, then we go to 69, and it's covered by Lou Rawls. In 1970, it was covered by the band Suck, about whom I know nothing. Just came across it. Then we jump to 1996, and Luna covered this song. In 97, Courtney Love's band Hole does a version of the song. In 1998, you get Dr. John with the Blues Brothers Band covering this song for the soundtrack for the Blues Brothers 2000 movie. In 2004, we've got Joan Jett, and this version rocks hard. This gives it a new spin. In my opinion, a lot of them follow along the hippy-dippy psychedelic era sound, and that's kind of what the song is known for. But Joan Jett's a rocker, so there's an edge to it. Great version, and her version was used in that Son of Sam miniseries thing that they did. Then, in 2019, Lana Del Rey covered it for another, I think, movie. I don't know on that one. You'd have to look that one up. I'm not sure. And hers is, she's more of a vocalist than, I would say, musician, per se. That sounds bad. I'm not saying she's not a musician. I'm saying that she's known for her vocal stylings, and so she does a nice version of it too. But there's more. There's more. This song has been covered by everybody. If you just stick this in to YouTube, just the name of the song, you're also going to find the Strangelings cover, which is pretty good. Richard Thompson's. And then you find Karen Elson covered it. And John Five and the Creatures, which is John Five's side project because he's a member of Rob Zombie's band. He covered it too, and that is definitely musical, and he is a guitar player. I mean, that's his jam, so it's a interesting version. This song, with the extended version of it, is like 9 minutes long. There are shorter versions. Don't go down the rabbit hole, you guys. I did. I spent over an hour, and that's not even listening to the full song, just listening. Because to this day, I can't remember the first version of this that I ever heard that made me fall in love with the song. There's just too many out there. So I kind of figured this should be in musical panning because we are talking about so many covers, so many decades. And it's the perfect Halloween song. I thought this deserved the recognition. Now, Season of the Witch. Gimme Glow's Bad Witch Club seemed like the perfect fit. So, I have heard mixed reviews on this. I have heard some people didn't like this palette. Now, I liked it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I had it in way back in a project for 5 uses. So, I haven't gotten to play with it a ton. I'm going to do my No Pan Left Behind. You got my note card. And these are the colors I'm going to play with. Aren't they pretty? I am going to give you some swatches because why not? So we have got these 3 stunning shimmers. I mean, look at the vibrancy. Those are just gorgeous, you guys. And, okay, patchy is operator error. I think you get better view of it when I do it back here. So those are the 3 shimmers in the palette. Oh, I'm making a mess. But this also has got some really nice mattes. Get a dry finger here. I mean, we've got some colors here that, oh, I just love. Oops, what did I just do? Oh my goodness, I can't even swatch. Oh, world's worst YouTuber, I'm telling you. I mixed my colors. So, those are the blues and greens. And you can see how it all coordinates with the shimmers. I mean, they're great colors, but we've got more. There's more. There's more. I love this palette. I don't know why people didn't like it. I'm not sure what they were not happy with. When I had it on my eyes, I had no problems. Like I said, anything patchy is just me. But it kind of got mixed reviews. I'm not sure what people didn't care for. And then we've got everything from a burgundy to a solid, it's a purple, to a lavender. I mean, you gotta love this. I think this palette is well thought out, and I think it coordinates brilliantly. Okay, that one's a little hard to see. And like I said, with only having the 3 shimmers, I think every other shade goes with these just fine. So my goal is no pan left behind. I will be linking, you know what, I'm going to just put Season of the Witch. I'm just going to put it under Donovan because that is the original creator of the song. But like I said, if you throw it in the YouTube search bar, you're going to get overwhelmed. There's just a lot out there if you do want to go listen to the song. If you have not heard it for some reason, which considering how many times it's been done would be a little surprising. But anyway, so that is my messy edition for this month for musical panning. And then next month we will get back to our regularly scheduled program, and I will get that 1940s song that Cheryl picked for me into it. So until next time, thank you for spending time with me. See ya. Bye.